All right, Debbie, thank you for sharing your yoga story with us.
Okay, well, I will start. I started practicing, actually, my first class was in 2013, and I had a coworker of mine who dragged me along. She was actually doing the BBL challenge, that's what it was called at the time, and so she dragged me along to a class, and I had never ever heard of Bikram yoga, the 26 postures. I had no idea what it was all about. So I went, and I tell you, my first class sucked. I think I lied in Savasana the entire class. But after class was over, I just loved the way that I felt. And so I went back came back for about a half a dozen times. I came back, and then after that I just stopped. And I don't know why, I just stopped going. It wasn't until about a year later, in 2014, that I did the challenge myself. And after the 12-week challenge, I just loved the way I felt, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. And at that point, things just began to really fall into place. Once I started practicing on a consistent basis, everything just began to fall into place. And before I started practicing Bikram, I would say my life was miserable. I had suffered from years of depression, anxiety, as a result of post-traumatic stress. And I was just looking for that balance in my life, and I just couldn't find it. And once I started practicing, that was it. That was kind of that aha moment when things began to kind of come together, not just inside the studio, but outside the studio. And I really began to realize that I was really beginning to like the woman that I was becoming, the person that I was becoming. And for years, I really battled with self-esteem and really didn't like myself or love myself. And so it just became obvious that this practice made me just love the person that I am. And that was a feeling that I've never had. So that was kind of like, I say, my miracle when practicing yoga. And I just really love the community that we have here with the Portsmouth Bikram Yoga. It's just, everybody's just so supportive, and you feel like no one's judging you or looking at you. And I just feel my practice has come along slowly. And I just enjoy the people that I've met, and I just feel, I feel loved, and I feel at peace. Finally, probably for the first time in my life, I feel really good about myself, and it's taken me a long time to get to that point in my life, but I really contribute that to practicing yoga.
What would you tell someone who is maybe on the fence? Maybe they've seen the Facebook page, they've heard about the yoga, they're curious about the 30-day, trial period. What would you tell them?
I would just say, just give it a try. Just try it, because you don't know. You might walk out of here saying, "Well, this is great." So just give it a best shot. Give it the best shot.
And what does your yoga practice look like now?
I would say it's pretty much still the same, but I feel that my practice isn't perfect, but it's perfect for me. And just keep on showing up, and just get to class as much as I can.
Awesome. Anything else to add?
I think you would, in one of the questions it said, what's your favorite part of class? And I would say my favorite part is during Andy's class, because Andy does the Mama Give Me Money. And so she calls me Miss Spicy, because when I'm in the class I yell it at the top of my lungs. So I would say that's probably the part, especially when I'm in Andy's class. But yeah, that's probably one of the best parts of the class.
And that speaks to the community that's definitely here, and there's kind of a place for everyone, and a nickname or a story or just a place.
So I'm her Spice Girl.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you, Debbie.
You're welcome.